Okay, it's Tuesday and I'm deloading, so still putting out some effort, but it's a lot less. So the main thing is just kicking out the volume. So previously I was doing sort of like lots and lots and lots of volume, including separate kettlebell sessions. So 2 days. But today I just want to touch the squat. Okay, I've warmed up and I've got 110 on the bar. So last time I had 105. So 110 is quite a move forward. But I'm only going for 2 sets, and if I get a pair of threes, that'll be okay. But I'm going to go for what I can get. Uh, Basically, I've given it quite a bit of thought. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hammer the overhead press, because I think that is ultimately going to be the weakest link in all my endeavour to hit these goals that I keep talking about. So somehow I've got to get a 3/4 body weight OHP, which is probably going to be, I don't know, something like 65 kilos for 5 reps. So it's not for one, it's for 5 reps. Okay, so I think that is going to be the hardest to get. So I'm thinking probably best idea is to skew all the training towards OHP. So everything else is going to be sort of like back burner. So this squat, 2 sets. See what happens. If I don't get many reps, I might go for 3. We'll see. We'll see. Simple as that. Yeah. Suppose I could do with a timer. Okay, I'm going to put it on a big 5-minute timer. Okay, so what happens is what happens. Okay, just a triple. So yeah, I think I'll go for 3 sets of 3. So I'm not very impressed by that, but having said that, none of this is magic. If you haven't been doing these sort of weights, you've got to work back up. So 110 for 3. I'll get another set of 3, hopefully. So I'll calculate that my squat goal is 1.5 times body weight for 5 reps. So that's going to be what? About 130-ish. 130 for 5 reps, something like that. Okay. Obviously, I'm going to have to weigh myself when I test all these eventually. But yeah, 130 for 5 reps. But it's not on the near horizon. I think I did it. Not, don't know if I did it this year or last. Can't remember. But yeah. Anyway, but I think that the 130 for 5 on the squat is more achievable than the 3/4 body weight OHP. So I'm definitely skewing it towards OHP rather than squat. But we will see. So I said before, of all the things that I'm currently pursuing, the problem is OHP, squat, and the mile time. The mile time, I've got no idea, and I'm thinking that probably the best idea is to leave it out until much closer to the time. I think that the cardio stuff you can quickly peak it up, whereas the strength stuff, you got to take your time about it. But we'll do some cardio, but I won't be pursuing the fast mile times yet. I don't know. It's all strategy and tactics, isn't it? So the idea being is that I've got to get all these goals in the same week. So 3/4 body weight OHP, body weight bench, squat 1.5 times body weight, deadlift 1.75 times body weight, all times 5 reps. So it's not that easy. And at the same time, you can't rely on simply piling the weight on to do it, because I've got as a regulator, I suppose, 12 pull-ups, 15 dips, 30 press-ups, and the mile time under 9 minutes. So it's almost like one half of the equation is battling with the other half of the equation. So that you got to get the balance. So you can't simply pile on a load of body weight and just get the barbell stuff. The more body weight you've got on, the harder the pull-ups, the dips, the press-ups, and the mile run. But I think it's a very good idea. So I'm not pursuing extreme powerlifting numbers anymore, and I want to be healthy. So I don't want to pile on loads of body weight. So let's go for this approach. Okay, so I got 3 last time, so you can get another 3. Yep. So 3rd set of 3 coming up, hopefully. So I think, if I remember correctly last time, I think it went something like 90, 100, 105, 105 all for 5. So today I've just warmed up, gone straight to 110, got a pair of 3s. I think it's comparable. I mean, it's not, don't seem to be any great advance or anything, but I think it's comparable. So one more set, and that's it for today. I say I am deloading. It might not seem like I'm deloading. I'm struggling to the utmost, but it's only 3 sets. So that's why I think it's still within the parameters of a deload. Yeah, so I've just kicked out all the volume for this week. So there'll be no accessories, nothing. This is it on its own. Another thing, I don't know if it's working. Obviously, I've got myself a little microphone thing. Whether or not it's effective, we'll soon see. But dirt cheap, so I suspect that it's not very good, but we will see. We can only experiment with these things. You know, I'm no professional at making videos, but if it doesn't work at all, I'll probably go to the next level, see what there is. But if it works, stick with it. Another thing that I've been thinking is that I need to do more mobility work. I think, yeah, for sure, it's affecting my OHP. I simply can't get the positions. You know, it sounds weird. You know, it's only an OHP. You know, obviously, you know, with the empty, no weight. You know, I understand that. You know, you lean back a little bit, push it above, beyond your head, push through. But I end up with this, and that's not it. You know, you can do all the theory in the world, and until you put the weight on the bar. And as soon as I put the weight on the bar, I find that I simply cannot stay upright. Now that, yeah, I can do that more or less. I don't know how, yeah, I'm still not. But I figure if I do quite a bit of mobility work, so I've got on the agenda a lot of band dislocates and doorway stretches. So try that first, and then we'll take it from there. I mean, I used to do them religiously. Oh, pull aparts. So I'm thinking, you know, more the band stuff. So and face pulls even. So face pulls, dislocates, and pull aparts, doorway stretches afterwards, after the event. Okay, this is the last set. That's it for today. So I just say it's a deload. So yeah, it's been a hard few sets, but that's it. It's just those few sets. In fact, I'm going to put a little bit of chalk on my hands. I don't know why, my hands feel a bit. I don't know if I've been handling something. Yeah, cooking, that was it. Should have washed my hands. But yeah, they feel a bit greasy. Okay, last set, that's it, this is it. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, it felt very hard. That's just 110 kilos. The only thing I can think of that mitigates it slightly is that this current crop of squatting that I'm doing now, that I've been doing just a few months really, is very low. So previously I was squatting much higher than that. So now I'm going very low. That makes a big difference. Yeah. But yeah, it is what it is. So let's write something on the progress sheet as regards squats. So let's have a quick look at the progression. So I've got my goals and my progress here. So you can see, hopefully, goals at the top. Yeah. So the goals are all for 5 reps. OHP, 3/4 body weight, bench body weight, squat 1.5 body weight, deadlift 1.75, 12 pull-ups, 15 dips, 30 press-ups, 9 miles. Okay, and then the yes. So that's a dream, and this is a reality. So I'm going to write here 110. So that's a squat. 110. I'll put 3 by 3. So you can see where I'm at. OHP, 50 kilos for 5. Bench is there. That's it. That's achieved. Yeah, that's more than achieved. Squat is still hanging around. Deadlift, I think I've got it already. Pull-ups, you know, 11 reps I've done so far. I only need 12. Dips, I've beat it. 16. Press-ups, I've beat it. Mile time, I'm gonna leave that for a while. Not even think about it. Okay, so that's it for today. Bye.